Hi, this is Kyle with Music is a Verb. In my last video, I listened to Watermelon Sugar by Harry Styles. Today, I'm gonna put an hour on the clock and make a quick sketch of a track using the qualities I found in my last video to make a song that emulates Watermelon Sugar without copying it outright. Please feel free to let me know how I did down in the comments. Let's get started. Alright, so a little precursor. The first thing that I did was jump on my real drum kit and record a drum groove. This has a really laid back, great feel, and I wanted to just start with the drums and see if I could build the track around that. So I threw one room mic up and I just recorded this. A little laid back snare, a little late, and I think that'll fit the track nicely. So that sound is really roomy. I just threw one mic up to record my whole drum set, so it needs some layering. So I'm going to add a bass drum and a snare to that to try to fill out the sound. I also might do a better job at saying what the sound is. Alright, so I wind up with this for a drum sample. Alright, I like it. So I'm going to go to Contact. I'm going to pull up a Contact instrument here. Watermelon Sugar has a really distinctly kind of Dorian progression. It starts on a D minor, and it's a D minor 7 really. So it's kind of just holding those chords too, I think, when it comes to the keyboard. How about that? Let's lay down that keyboard. Really basic, just going D minor, C, G. All right, that's kind of 2, 1, 5, or in Dorian it'd be the 1 flat 7, 4. Really characteristic Dorian progression here. There it is. Now I noticed in Watermelon Sugar, the keyboard is kind of set off to the left and the guitar is panned to the right and accents that. It's probably a little early to even start thinking about that, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to pull that off just to the left a little bit, the keyboard. And then I'm going to match that with a strummed electric guitar just like they have in the track. You know, interesting little side note, I actually think I'm going to use a softer pick just to get a little bit of a softer sound out of that, out of the guitar. Might use one of these really, really thin, I have these kind of really thin picks sometimes to get a really plucky sound out of it. I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. Alright, I think that actually gives us a strong structure. So we have electric piano, we have the strummed electric guitar, and then we have that drum groove kind of going. It's a couple things that I think would really enhance this and make it sound like the chorus of Watermelon Sugar. So let's give those a try. Not bad. I like that section of bass, so I'm going to copy that over right to the beginning, right where I want it. Let's get some harmonized electric guitars, because those are huge in this song, and I love it so much. Okay, so with a few additions, my sketch track sounds like this. I'll let you hear it, and then I'll just point out a couple of things that I added in after the fact. Okay, so obviously this track was done down and dirty really fast, but I think that it has the sonics of Watermelon Sugar, and I added a couple of things to fill in some gaps. The first thing you probably noticed is a cymbal hit and a horn stab right on the downbeat of the chorus. I did that with some horns that sound like this, and I actually put some delay and some reverb on that to make that sound nice and big. After that, I added in a synth with a phaser on it. I kind of used a pedal board emulator to put a phaser on a synthesizer that would kind of fill in the gaps. In Watermelon Sugar, they achieved that effect with vocals. They actually have phased vocals, but I achieved it with a synth that sounds like this. I'll turn it up so you can hear it. So this is a very simple, basic wave synth with a phaser on it. And when you set that back and down into the track, you wind up with something that just fills in a little bit of the space. And then the last thing that I added was just this drum fill in the beginning. This was a drum fill I played on the kit and I had in my original temp drum track, and I just added some samples to beef it up a little bit. But sounds like this when you put it together. Alright, so that was my attempt to build a track using the qualities of Watermelon Sugar. How did I do? Let me know in the comments. If you like videos like this, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon.